Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Talked about last night how there'd be some fog this morning, and did that on air. And then I came back and worked this morning, and there was fog. Always good when you work the next morning after a night shift to have the right forecast. That's always good. And speaking of fog, it's been isolated but dense, and it's been very cold this morning too for all locations. But the fog, I think it was earlier, like in the shoals, it was socked in so bad I couldn't even tell where any of the bridges were. So then I thought, okay, maybe the camera is elevated and up and over the fog. And it was. And then I could see like the sun trying to pop in the distance. And I said, well, what's it like on the surface? So I go to the Algo cameras and I pulled up the O'Neill Bridge, and like you couldn't even see the bridge. Like it was near zero visibility. And there was a ham operator in the National Weather Service chat that said he was driving through Florence and said couldn't even see the other side of the intersection. So like it was wicked bad. And then look at this. I'll put this up real quick. This is pretty cool. Look at the fog bank right along the river in Decatur. It's still like sunny outside of that fog, but if you take a boat under that fog, you ain't gonna see nothing though. But that's what we're dealing with this morning is these like pockets of fog across the area. Not everybody has it, but if you have it, you know it because you can't see. And it's cold too. It's like damp and cold morning with temperatures that were in the 30s, now just getting into the low 40s in Decatur. But that fog bank is crazy. I keep watching it creep across the river, and it's been very entertaining this morning. It's kept me entertained all morning long. The shoals, this is the image I showed earlier on air, and you couldn't even see the water. I didn't even know where the camera was. I got so like discombobulated with like the fog was so dense, the clouds were moving in at the same time. There was like this thin layer of sun trying to pop, and I couldn't tell where I was at the camera. I actually thought the camera was looking at the Wilson Dam, but it was actually just a little bit to the west. So anyway, the one thing to take from the shoals camera is see the cloud cover moving in. That's what we're going to have most of the day. The fog is just a morning thing. That's going to burn off or dissipate. Clouds will be more of the forecast today, and sunshine will be limited. Now, we woke up this morning 30s for just about everybody, and now we got some 40s. And even though we have a lot of clouds today, we'll still manage some low 60s. It's preceding a frontal boundary that's off to our west. You see some green there, just east of Memphis, up towards Nashville. That's a lot of that in Mississippi. None of that's reaching the ground. None of it. There's no rain. It's just clouds. Maybe you could hit a sprinkle on 24 up in Nashville. That's about it. But eventually, it's this cloud deck and this frontal boundary that's off to our west. It's going to do a couple things. It's going to bring clouds in for today, some showers tonight and tomorrow morning, and then reinforce the really chilly air. So after we spike to the low 60s today, we'll be in the low 50s tomorrow, even though we get some sunshine in the afternoon. So fog, partly cloudy, low 60s today. Tonight, showers, not as cold. We're in the mid-40s. Rain Sunday morning, tapers off by noon, and then some sun in the afternoon. But look at the temperature, low 50s and a bit breezy. Remember, sunset will happen before 5 o'clock because we're changing the clocks back tonight. I think it's at 4:51. One thing that's really weird about Sunday, and I just want to emphasize this with my hands. You have the shower chance in the morning. Forecast models throwing like some wraparound showers in the afternoon, very hit or miss. If you get a stray shower in the afternoon, it could happen, but I think most areas will stay dry. The one exception is right along the Georgia-Alabama state line. Forecast models very consistent at blowing up this like pocket of heavy rain late in the afternoon that could have a few rumbles of thunder. That should sound familiar. It happened like, Wednesday? We had some thunderstorms in the afternoon. I was tracking it here with Gina at like noon. We were on air, and I said, it's about to pour in Huntsville. It didn't just pour. It actually had some thunderstorms, and there was like this little tiny little hail that came from the sky. Little baby stuff, like not even like pea size. It was like even smaller than that. That could happen Sunday late in the day for areas in eastern Jackson and DeKalb County. But other than that, that's your Sunday forecast right there. Just really cool, like uncomfortably cool. 50s with some wind and clouds. It gets better though. After we get past the rain this weekend, a little chilly each morning, Monday and Tuesday mornings, but the afternoons are nice and it gets warmer, moderating temperatures. 70-degree temperatures is where we should be for this time of year in the month of November, at least the first week. And there you go. Temperatures around 70. I'll pull that up so you can see it better. After this weekend, the next chance of rain looks like it would be Friday night into Saturday. That does not look all that impressive. It will set your temperatures back just a little bit into the 60s on the 9th and 10th day of that forecast. You know, the forecast model is closing out October and beginning November chilly, but the next 6 to 10 days look to be above average or at average. And even the end of the month looks to be above average now, too. So we'll see what happens. But that 53 on Sunday, I dropped that temperature today. It was supposed to, we had it like 56 or 57 yesterday. I dropped it to 53. I think it's going to feel really, really, really cool. But hey, Dave Luddy, how you doing? Happy November to you, my friend. Hope all is well. November 1st, best day to work at the station because all the candy from Halloween that nobody gave away here at the station is left over. And I have been doing nothing but eating candy. I don't go for the chocolate. I go for like the juicy stuff like Starburst, and like Nerds. What else did I have? Oh, I had Skittles. Skittles are like taste the rainbow, baby. I could eat those all day. My teeth do not thank me for that. Good morning, Jeff. Hi, Vacation Valley. Good to see you and happy November. Norma says it's foggy in Rogersville. That it is. I've been trying to scour the algo cameras because I check the weather cameras and I can see when the fog is on the cameras I have, but I pull up those algo cameras. I learned that trick from doing my little traffic shifts, and I can pull some cameras up from areas I can't see normally, and I can tell like surface, like how bad it is. Like sometimes our cameras are elevated and it magnifies the fog, makes it look a lot worse, but the cameras were real bad this morning. Some of them I think it was Darby Drive in Florence. I pulled that camera up. I couldn't even see the road. And it's not like it's like a zoom shot. It's like right there. The road's there. The camera's right there. It's like right here. And if you can't see that, that means your visibility is a big old goose egg right there. That's the kind of fog that you can't even see the own front of your car with. Like if you're in the driver's seat, like it's wild. So, hey Stan Barbie, what are you doing? Hey, I'm good. You got yellow jackets in your loft, and they're coming in around my closed windows. Monday morning, a pest control man's coming. Yeah. Yellow jackets. I had a wasp issue once. Ooh, bad, bad, bad. Yeah. Come on out there and spray. Get rid of them, right? It's that time of year. Stink bugs, ladybugs, they're all over the place. Everybody's trying to get warm, right? Yeah, the pest company does a good job with that stuff. Usually. Usually do a good job. Yeah, wasp. I have a big wasp problem at my house. I need to get somebody out there for that. One day, took care of it. So I hope it all goes well, Stan. Should be all right. All right. So this is the deal, y'all. I worked last night. I raced home. Shaved my beard off, like to the point where it's just stubble. That took an hour, just to let you know how bad it was. It was really out of control. Needed to be cut. I was going to grow it out until the Titans won their next game. But then it became abundantly clear that they may not win another game this year. And I said, I don't think the station's going to really want me to keep growing this out till January. And then if they don't win, I have to keep growing it till next year's football season. So I did the proactive move and said, okay, Titans, you're not going to win. I'm not going to play the game anymore with you. I'm just going to shave my beard. And that took an hour. And I couldn't sleep. So I got like an hour of sleep. And I came back here at like 3 o'clock. So I'm going to go home and take a little nap because I'm a little sleepy. Jada's going to come in this afternoon. She'll have the very latest tonight on the forecast. Keep an eye on the time change. And the time change, obviously, for our schedule, especially when we all come back tomorrow morning, is just like everybody in the back, like, who's supposed to come in at 2 o'clock? They're like, do I come in at 2 or do I come in at 3? And I'm like, I don't know. And the computer graphics, they get all messed up too. They're like, the computer graphics don't know what to do with the time change. Like I had to sit here and like manually put things in when I first come into work. And not like that's like so hard or anything, but it's just stupid time change. but it's not going anywhere. Every year, everyone says it's going to go somewhere, and it never does. It's all it's like fresh on the brain when we change the clocks in November, and then we forget about it, and then, like, I don't know, it's like 20 years now, everyone says it's not going to happen, and then it does. So anyway, the clock changed tonight. The good news is you get an extra hour of sleep, and for someone who's tired like me right now, that's not so bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to hit some more candy up before I leave. Don't think I'm not going to steal some more candy from this place. I'm not really stealing. It's offered for us. I see the trick-or-treat little container out there. I think there's only chocolate in that one, though. I've already got, I go for the sour stuff. Yeah. Tried to wear a little fall-like tie today. Should have wore this last night when I was on air for Halloween. Not the brightest star in the sky sometimes, but it's all right. All right. Everybody have a great day. I know the cloud cover means not much sunshine, but chilly this morning, but it turns out to be not a bad day. It's not the brightest day, but low 60s. Tomorrow, some rain in the morning. The afternoon, though, even when the sun pops, it's going to be so chilly. 53 with a breeze, making it feel like 48 in the afternoon. Anyway, next week looks really nice. Everybody have a fantastic Saturday. We'll talk again soon, okay?